Right, this is Psycho Santa, aka Paul Skelton. I've got another half page done here. I've been doing a bit of space stuff here. Um, there's Calvin getting to the life pods, and I did a bit of forced perspective on Strife's hands here because they were a bit big, the ones in the middle. Drawing six arms on characters, gets a bit tricky. So I've enlarged the ones that are in fists. They're coming forward more, and the ones going back are shortening, so they're going towards the tube and pushing off of the tube while she kicks this organic off into space. So yes, I've done this much so far, and I'll work on the rest of the page. So I'll be back later. Psycho Santa. Paul Scouting. I've got a full page here. This is Strife kicking. Yeah, you've seen this bit. So this is her coming back round, sticking her web onto the pipes and swinging back over, and they've got their arms out like they're going to do the spider entanglement thing. There's Japan down there. All Anime and manga has survived, but the rest of the earth has crumbled away. And here they are, locked in combat, rolling around, sticking their claws into each other. 2 more pages to go. And I'll have to look up the dictionary and get my spell checking on and do some spelling. Okay, this is Psycho Santa. Scouting. I'm back at it, trying to do the last couple of pages. So this is page 19. So I've done another page today, penciled it in. And that's the Strife getting on top of the organic, and it's changing again. It's growing extra arms out of its legs, and it's knocking her off, and she's flying towards the space station, so she flies down to the space station. Took me a bit of a while to get this glass view from the organics looking up at these two on top, which are going to have a battle. And this is page 19. Had a bit of an issue trying to get them the right shape and size on that glass boggle there, but okay, so that's page 19, and hopefully this is recorded the right way up. Okay, signing off. Okay, Paul Scouting, done a half page today. Okay, this is the organic growing into something else because he's not having much luck with the whole spider mink attack thing, so it grows these extra hands out of his legs and punches Strife off again. And she goes flying over to one of their base type things. So yes, that's the half of that page, and I'll come back later and I'll talk about the rest of it. Psycho Santa, Paul Scouting, and this is my full page for today. I was thinking this mutation of the organic is a later mutation that came about after the fall of the mutant empire type things that Strife was a part of. I like the idea of the spider minks never really getting to work that they were genetically engineered for, and other mutations sort of taken their place type thing. They were meant to build these satellites around Mercury, and the disasters and stuff that struck the Earth overtook the priorities, and you ended up with these space spider creatures that never actually got the jobs they wanted. So yeah, and I did want to comment a bit on their fighting stuff and stuff. I did want them to be designed to fight in space and stuff, even though Strife has had years of not fighting in space. She's still a spider mink, which is meant to be being designed and trained to fight in space and stuff. So hopefully that explains why she can get around and flip around and stuff. But whether it's realistic or not, well, hey, this is just stuff I'm imagining, eh? And that black in the bottom corner, I kind of like it. It detracts from the hand coming out of the panel of the last panel. Okay, so that's the full page. I better go and get some lunch. This is Psycho Santa babbling on, signing off. See you later. Scouting. I've done the final page before inking. So this is the last one, I think. I sort of am thinking of putting the disclaimer in the middle there. Hopefully it'll fit in that box. Strife kicks the organic down. Well, she jumps on his head and she stretches out. Tried to get her arms more spider-like than in my picture. Was more like a athletic one of those what do you call them? Can't remember. But yeah, it's like when you do one of those jumps and you put your arms up in the air. So, and she lands on his head and she's pushing him down slightly. And then Calvin comes along with the life bubbles and she kicks him in the head and he pushes through the glass. Now, I'm not sure how that works in space, but when he comes through, it makes a smashing sound, and I've got the organics tentacles on their heads all flying up like it's decompressing. But I'm not sure if things come up or down. I think the glass might just be floating around. But she's still put enough pressure on him to push him through down into the space station. And she gets away, and that's where it finishes. So hopefully, doesn't look too bad, hopefully. And yeah, signing off. AKA Paul Scouting. It's the 26th of June. I might do another disclaimer for Strife number 3. Strife number 3 is entirely fictional, created by Paul Scouting, copyright 2020. Strife number 3 was produced by Paul Scouting in 2020. Any similarities to any other publications or real persons is purely coincidental. Characters, places, logos and names may not be reproduced without the permission of Paul Scouting. Copyright 2020. Okay, so this is the last page. So my last bit of inking that's going to go down. So I've done half of it, and I'll come back and I'll show you the end result of the inking before I've got to go and do some spelling and all of that. Okay, so there you go. There's Strife stomping on the head of the organic, yeah, and then falling through, and I'll paint that organic falling through now. Psycho Santa, signing off. Scouting. This is the finished page. So there's the bottom panels there. That's Strife going back to the earth in her little bubble. That's her doing her gymnast thing. See, I remembered what a gymnast was in the end. Pushing them down into their little space station thing. There are organics waiting for them down below. So, last page of this comic. Look, 20 pages. Whoa. There you go. Another 20 down. And like I say, I'll have to go and do some spelling and fix up the words and make a spelling list and work on that next. So, Psycho Santa signing off.